I've got a plan.
Carter, come in.
Barnes, we're here. Roof of the tower.
You think you can stop our invasion? You can't even escape.
That's it. Where are you, Axis?
You will come to me. In time, prisoner.
Show yourself, you fucking coward!
I don't like the looks of this.
Find cover, now!
The Force is the only thing you understand.
Jesus, did you see that?
Find new cover! We can't handle a direct hit from that thing!
You cannot conceal yourself from the truth.
Put an end to it! Now! Take it down! Focus on that target! Plasma, there!
Your insurrection only brings further harm to your people. Spare yourself, surrender.
Keep the pressure on him!
You even comprehend the forces arrayed against you. Your resistance would be inspiring.
Did you see that?
Find new cover! Can't handle a direct hit from that thing! You're still here!
Conceal yourself to destroy one of our small
Put an end to
ships.
it! Now!
I will leave you to consider your chances against something of greater potency.
Repeat, can you hear me?
Barnes, we're ready for evac. Now.
Jesus, you're alive. Coming in. Let's get the hell out of this place.
Well done, Carter. You and your team did it.
Yeah, but what did it cost us? They're winning, Doc. With the transponder you nabbed back there, now we can strike back.
That tower's still sending people to the other side. If we act quick enough, we can launch a rescue op before... You want to tell me what's going on here?
I asked the lab to devise a test to root out any more infiltrators. We're testing everyone going in or out of the base. Take them to quarantine.
Too bad about the Silva. Falk?
Heinrich has isolated one of...
Mosaic's imperative commands. To humans, it's simple noise. But to an outsider...
So much more. Proceed, Doctor.
He's reacting.
That shouldn't be happening.
Higher! I am William.
Carter. William.
Carter!
Agent Carter, I'm sorry to be the one to break this to you.
Where's Julia?
While you were away, there was an accident.
What? Bullshit. What accident?
A fire. At your house in Arlington. Julia and Richard.
Unfit for duty. You're drunk, Agent. Go home and sleep it off.
Jules. Buried before I could say goodbye.
This is your third disciplinary hearing, Agent.
Let me go.
You got me, Will.
Let me help them. Let me go. Let me go.
Awake now, are we?
Yeah. He convinced I'm human yet?
You're alive, aren't you?
Something like that.
Well, you should be fine. The director left an order to send you to talk to him as soon as you woke up. I wouldn't keep him waiting.
Good luck, Carter. Carter? Hello? Can anybody hear me? Anybody? Am I dead? Isn't there supposed to be something? Is someone there? Who's there? Who are you? Carter.
Doctor. Absolutely. At this point, most of my patients are sleepwalkers anyway, and they're not getting any worse. Unfortunately, they're not getting any better either.
How are the infected, Doctor?
They're stable, but that's not exactly a good thing. Nurses make sure they're fed and cleaned. That's all we can do for now.
That's better than nothing.
It's like a ward full of coma patients, except they keep talking to themselves.
Any chance of finding a cure?
We've got a variety of tests running at the moment, but our first attempts were not pretty.
So it's not as simple as scraping the black goo off their faces.
We tried that. You don't want to see what's underneath.
What's happening to the sleepwalkers anyway?
We're still trying to figure that out. Their autonomic system thinks it's in a coma, but something else is influencing their physical actions.
You mean they're getting orders from somewhere?
Only on a very basic level, like how they move toward the alien tower you saw.
Any idea how they're getting these commands?
We think it has to do with the silicoid substance on their faces. It might be functioning like the Mosaic control centers we find in Outsiders.
All the more reason to track down Mosaic and put a stop to it. I suppose there's not much more you can do for now.
We'll keep on testing. Until then, all we can do is keep them comfortable.
So, the lockdown. Situation is over. Big deal. I just...
Hey, Carter, I heard about the silver. Tough choice.
Now we're sure we're on this side. We can go topside. Sure, the next chamber. Sure.
Seen anything interesting in the field?
You know how it is. Rampaging alien hordes, bolts of deadly blue plasma, walking death machines from another world. All in a day's work.
You make it sound like an issue of Captain Thunderbolt.
I don't have to try very hard.
What the hell has Falk so paranoid?
You mean more paranoid than usual? Doesn't trust anybody but Weaver. God knows why.
Weaver's always been a good agent. Certainly better than you.
Except I'm not the one getting into screamy matches with the old man, am I?
We're done here.
I don't know how anyone could have mistaken you for an alien. They have better senses of humor.
Another infected. William, could I have a word with you? William, I believe we have a way to prevent this sort of...
Aren't dying. Probably.
We need to talk about that test of yours.
My most sincere apologies for what happened at your screening, William. But as you can see, we have a more pressing matter at the moment. This man is infected.
That's never happened in the base before. Or is this another unexpected side effect of your test, Doc?
Nine. I'm quite sure this is from an outside source. But I need your help to find out where, and to do it without causing a panic.
This agent's turning into a sleepwalker, and I've seen how that goes. Unless you found a cure, I don't see how you're gonna help.
It's not a cure, but it may be the first step.
Well, what is it?
I have discovered a way to detect sleepwalker infections at an early stage, before the symptoms present. It will let us treat the subjects earlier, or at least get a better understanding of the conversion process.
Another test, Doctor?
Not to fear, William. This time you will be the one performing the test. And quietly, if at all possible.
The last thing we need is an infection scare.
Precisely. Thankfully, the detective will find any infected within a large area. Here, check in operations, engineering, the main lab, the briefing room, and the hangar. That should cover the base.
And if I find any other infected?
Send them to see Dr. Hera. I will meet you there, and perhaps we can help these men.
During the screening, it felt like my head was going to explode. Any idea what happened?
I had no idea. Perhaps it was some resonance from your earlier exposure to the alien artifact. Tell me, how did it feel?
Like someone was inside my skull using a hammer, trying to break free. It was all I could do to stay conscious.
Yes. And you said something, too. Your name? Perhaps your rank as well?
Hell if I know. For a few seconds, it was all just a red haze.
Well, I am glad you are with us again, my friend.
You said that noise during the screening was something from Mosaic. How did you discover that?
Dr. Veer has been examining the device removed from our captive infiltrator. It would appear that this is how they receive commands from their Mosaic network.
So they're radio operated?
Not quite. But it seems to give them a sort of subconscious connection to a larger command hierarchy.
And you used the command for attack. You couldn't pick something safer, like dance?
Our control is too crude for specific commands, only general urges. When violence is a very common response, William.
I'll be on my way.
As you say. But if you would like, I have some experiments I could perform on the...
No. I'll check for infected, but I've spent quite enough time as your guinea pig for today, Doc. infected here, at least.
I've nearly found him, Myron. He's so close. Put me on this mission and I'll hand you his head on a platter.
We're sending Carter after Axis. This is what he does.
Then send us out together.
No one's going anywhere until we know where to look. Agent Weaver, I know why you want to go after Axis. I cannot allow personal feelings to interfere with the mission.
Something going on I should know about?
There you are. Agent Weaver has tracked Axis to the Pacific Northwest.
Oregon. His base is in Oregon.
I'll leave it to the two of you to narrow down our search area. Something smaller than an entire state.
We should talk, Carter.
Angela, Agent Weaver.
It's okay, Will. How are you feeling?
Like hammered shit. But I'm still here.
Good. We're onto something.
The sooner we find Axis, the sooner we finish this.
I couldn't agree more.
You said he was in Oregon. You have anything more than that?
I've tracked Axis to Southwest Oregon. Somewhere remote.
Everywhere in Southwest Oregon is remote.
There's a lot of forest out there. Enough room for Axis to hide. But I found something. Radio signals.
And they're not ours?
No, I triple-checked, and Weir confirmed it. The broadcast isn't human. What I could translate mentions Axis repeatedly. I think they have some sort of facility there.
One of the radio operators might have heard something. I have this feeling we're real close.
Your instincts seem to have done us well. Let's hope you're right again.
Don't worry, we'll find him. I'll go see what Chelsky can track down for us. And I'll check in with Weir, too.
Meet me back at Falk's office when you're done.
All right, boys, get your gear in order and gather around.
This gonna be another rescue cakewalk, sir? Or are we gonna see some action?
Nothing so boring this time, Kinney. No. This time we're going into the belly of the beast.
All right, it's about time.
Some of those sleepwalkers are congregating at a tower out in New Mexico. We're gonna find out why and shut them down.
You sure we won't catch anything being around all those sleepwalkers?
You just worry about us getting into that tower. Alive.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be an extended stay. Investigating the area, finding a point of entry, and infiltrating. We're going to keep a low profile until we can strike.
Less John Wayne and more James Bond?
That's the spirit. If we're lucky, we might even find a cure for the sleepwalkers.
Is that even possible?
Hell if I know. But we gotta hope, right? Otherwise, why are we still fighting?
Chelsky.
Sir?
Heard anything interesting?
I hear all sorts of interesting things, sir. How many of them are true? That's a different question. You looking for something specific?
Something funny? Petty Officer Chelsky?
No, sir. No. How can I help you?
Agent Weaver needs you to have a close look at this signal she found.
Yes, sir. Right away.
It's fine. I'm not gonna bite. Just tell me what you see.
But you... Okay. Yes, sir. I should have some results for you soon.
I'm counting on it. I'll come back later.
I keep thinking that elevator's gonna open up and my Mabel's gonna come walking in.
Heard about your little welcome home party, Carter. Glad to see you're still in one piece.
William, thank God you're all right. You are all right, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose I am.
You had everyone worried.
Yeah, probably not just about my health. I hear you've been helping Agent Weaver track down information about Axis. Anything I should know?
Yes. It's absolutely imperative you take him alive. We need to take his mosaic implant from him while he's still alive. It will automatically erase itself if he dies.
I generally prefer my outsiders dead.
I won't bore you with the details, but Axis appears to be one of the few outsiders who has been to the mosaic core, where the being they call Origin seems to reside. I can take that information from his mind, if he's alive.
How do you do that?
It's quite remarkable. It has to do with how they process information and communicate with the mosaic network. It involves electrical pulses.
Well, if you think you can do it, that's good enough for me. What happens once we have those coordinates?
We go to the alien homeworld.
You sure it'll work?
Fairly certain. There's more guesswork involved than I'd like. If I had more time, or if I had Lawrence here...
Buck up, Doc. At least if it doesn't work, we'll all be dead.
Very reassuring, Agent Carter.
Now you know how it feels.
The world is an uncertain place. Sometimes the things we're most sure of...
You're talking about Lawrence, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Look, you thought you could trust him, and when it counted, he came through. I don't know why he helped us, but human or not, he did.
I wish I could just ask him why he lied to me.
Why does anyone? We got work to do.
Right.
That means you've figured out how the phase plotter works.
I believe I have. The boys in engineering are installing it on the Avenger even as we speak.
You picked up a lot in that tower.
I managed to gather a great deal of information in that alien tower. The scope and complexity of that network is just remarkable.
We're lucky to have you on board with us.
It wasn't luck that brought me here, Agent Carter.
Let's hope the Avenger can handle it. I'm dying to see where these things come from.
Carter, you hear Weaver and Falk screaming at each other earlier? I've never seen those two disagree like that.
I trust this isn't a social visit.
Chelsky tracked down the outsider signal near an abandoned campground in southwest Oregon, just where Agent Weaver said. It's Axis. It has to be. The sooner we find Axis, the sooner we find Mosaic and get these assholes off our planet. Agent Weaver's been tracking Axis for years. She's obsessed with bringing him down. She deserves to be there, Falk.
That's the problem, Agent Carter. I need someone who can keep a cool head. But barring that, I'll make do with you.
This doesn't make any sense. You're hiding something.
What's your point, Agent?
Tell me what's going on, Falk.
We need to take Axis alive, and you are our best chance to do this. Dr. Weir needs whatever information the bastard has stored in his head. If he dies, that information is lost. Understood?
Don't kill Axis until we have the information. I get it.
Good. I'll signal Barnes to prep your team. We're running out of time, Carter.
Trust me. I know. She's one of the best agents we have.
And you're the other one. We've already lost De Silva, Nils, and at least a dozen other senior agents. I'm not gonna risk losing 2 more of my best assets on a single mission. Especially not when one of them is a risk to the mission itself.
But you need...
Attention! Unauthorized launch. Sky Ranger Foxtrot 9-1. Return to base immediately.
God damn it.
Weaver.
Jesus Christ. She's gone after Axis.
And here you thought it'd be me who'd go rogue.
You need to stop her.
Stop her? You're not saying...
No, of course not. Not unless you have to. Find her and talk her down. We need Axis alive.
We need them both alive.
Exactly. Gear up and head to Ops when you're ready. We'll go over the mission details.